Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Mason. Superstar Mason. Yeah. Say my name, If you ain't saying a thing, you ain't part of the gang. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies, Bafuetu, welcome. We're back at it again. Kaslam Magazine bringing you a Kaslam TV exclusive. We stay setting the streets on fire, and we didn't even need a Ford Cougar. Vandaag I'm chilling at BUSI N. Welcome, ladies.
Yeah, hi.
Thank
you for having me. No, hi.
I know it's not Chabuluba now. Just briefly introduce yourself and tell us what you're all about.
Okay, cool. I'm that girl that DJ Mshega featured on his hit song Get Down. Yeah, I'm a BUSI from Ifoslo, so I'm all about Kasi as well. Thank you so much for having me once again. And yeah, that's just me. That's me. BUSI N was featured by DJ Mshega, but he's now trying to brand himself as an artist independently. So yeah, you know, that's who I am in a nutshell.
Okay. So basically, your musical journey, Italian.
Okay, so I started doing music at the age of 16. It's like a cliche story for everyone, you know. You start doing music from church, schooling, you be a choir leader, and then you move on. But with me, I right after high school, I went to study music. I went to University of KwaZulu-Natal. I attained a diploma in jazz music, and once I came back from KZN, came back this side, did Idols, came back to with the top 35. I made it to the top 25 of 2013 Idol. So that was not an achievement for me, you know, because we always see ourselves as number one. But yeah.
Everybody wants to stay winning.
Yeah, everybody gotta stay winning. You know, you gotta be the baddest, I think, in the game. But that's just how I started this whole thing. And I came across Mshega 2013, same year he was doing ones and twos, and he needed a vocalist. We're from the same hood, so he got me on the vocals, and it's been a musical journey since then. So he basically launched my career into the music industry.
All right.
Yeah.
In terms of the Idols, you didn't make it that far, but there must have been lessons you learned along the way through the experience of Idols.
Well, it's like, you know what, the thing is, we get into a competition, and it is exactly that. It's a competition. But now, when you're part of a competition, there's so many things and so many factors that affect you not performing at your best, and obviously walking away without being the number one spot. I think one thing that I'm learning, and one thing that Idols has also taught me, was don't be competitive. As much as it was a competition, you focus your energy so much on the competition, which you forget to feed off yourself and be the best that you can possibly be. So that's one thing that kills people in the competition, in Idols, in the entertainment industry as a whole. The minute you feel like on the competition, over sidetracked, you know, you focus on all the negatives and not the positive from you. So yeah, affect talent. But also a nice thing about Idols. So I made it to the top 35, but last year I was called back on their stage as a guest, you know. So as a musician, once you eliminate that whole fear and that whole competition thing, then you start being your own, you start becoming your own, and you own it. Once you start owning you without competition, you know, in terms of the house scene.
Yeah.
But once you start owning you and owning your craft and knowing what you're about, it's easier for you to make your way forward, you know. So I think,
as you mentioned, you had a hit in 2015 at DJ Mshega. I mean, how did that come about?
Well, so the Pumagu competition in ones and twos, that was very exciting. He obviously now needs to make his make in the game, and I'm the vocalist that he worked with the competition. I think he felt it was fair for him to move forward with me. We worked on a song. It's weird how Get Down came about, because I actually do sessions as a vocalist as well. I do vocal coaching. So I was coming from one of my sessions, and it's like 11 p.m. but this guy still wants me in the studio. I get there, I'm like, hey dude, I've just got like 5 minutes. You know, I drive to his place, I'm like, I've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I write down, here we are again, met the night, got my dancing shoes on, baby, let's get down. He comes in, I make a mistake, he whistle. Like, I made a mistake when I was recording, and he's like, I like the whistle, I'm putting it in. And he puts the whistle in, and then the next thing, the whistle song. But one thing that happened with Get Down, I think, coming from both Mshega and myself, is we didn't expect the song to blow up that big. And when it did, it's another very important thing. When the song did blow up, I'm not gonna say we didn't have a plan, we weren't expecting it to be that big. So our plan, this has been me, Tatina, in terms of our growth, in terms of what we could offer, in terms of what the industry was expecting. So we didn't expect it to be that big, and then the next thing, it blows up, and you're getting calls from people in KZN, you're getting calls from people in Cape Town, they're listening to a song, you're thinking, what the F? you know?
Yeah.
So when the Get Down song happened, a whole lot of things had to shift in terms of Nani, how I was starting to see myself, and I had to start to see myself as a brand. I had to start thinking business when it was just a talent, it was just a craft, it was just a matter of getting into the studio. So now opportunities like these avail themselves. I now need to be able to talk, you know, I now need to be able to do photo shoots, I now need to be able to do all sorts of things. So a lot of changing and growth had to happen in a very short space of time. Because honestly, I'm just training on Mazizala for however long, and then it blows up like after 2 years. So with that song, we literally had like 3 months to get our stuff together, and we still are, you know. So I guess that's why we're still a work in progress.
Okay. Yeah. And a lot of like house vocalists get stuck in just being the artist, the feature, right?
Yeah.
So how do you plan to overcome that?
So one big thing that I did, I had a 9 to 5 outside of the whole music thing. Like I said, I am a vocal coach, I'm a sessionist, I'm all of that, but I also had a corporate 9 to 5 where I was doing banking. One big thing for me, I had to come to a decision and say, okay, cool. So BUSI is now growing outside of the corporate side of my career. And I need to start investing myself into the brand. It's very easy for you to get caught up in doing features and features and features. So how I'm moving forward and branding myself is also doing a lot more of me, a lot more of my music. I get a lot of guys that send me beats or want me to work with them. So my strategy is not going to be featured. I'm now releasing vocals that I have, like one vocal that I have, issuing out to everybody who wants to work with me. So I'm now, you remember funk, but it was just, you know, so that's how I'm trying to come out with it. Issuing vocals, what I do, I issue a vocal, and I've got different varieties, different provinces, different regions, issuing and giving me their sound, but with one vocal. I think that's the fastest way anybody can just actually Kaslam. Yeah, I think.
Alright. Going forward, musically, like what can we expect from you? Like, are you working on a project, album, mixtape?
Well, I've been fortunate to, like you said, you just spoke about features now, and it's very good to rely on my features. But I've been fortunate enough to be mentored and to have come into the industry and be surrounded by a whole lot of legendary people. I'm talking about Abu Kanyani, you know, I'm talking about Abu Mobi. He's just got into the game himself, but he's literally getting those hits up. Abu Tlog. So those are the people that are kind of mentoring me into this whole thing. One thing that I am going to be doing more is definitely a whole lot more features with those legendary people because of the sound and because of just the consistency in terms of their growth as well, in terms of their hit making. So that's one thing that I'm going to be doing to forward my growth and to forward my progress in the industry.
In terms of building your brand as you grow in the industry, what type of influence would you like to have?
Mina guys in Papa, the influence shouldn't only be from a musical perspective, but I think one thing that I'd like to do in terms of music, I'm a vocalist, we tend to be very lazy in our approach. We tend to not even study other artists. That's why we get international acts coming into our country and owning what we have. So if I could make an influence, I'd probably want to influence people to be more like dynamic and creative when it comes to their writing. Content is very important, and I think with some of the songs that I've worked on, even with the C9, with Mshega, with Kanyani, with Mobi, I always try and work on the content. It's easy for us to say Stolita Tulo, such as Zimnandi, you know. But the content, I think I'm a vocalist, I'm an relax. So if I could be of any influence, I'd probably want my music to be influential in a way when you listen to my song, you can listen to the Zimnandi and it's relevant. You can listen to it Ikaya and it's still relevant. So the content, I think that's what artists and vocalists should be moving towards. The content
like
of what
the
you songwriting
write.
Definitely needs to, you know, so I'd like to make my influence there. Even if I'm not necessarily doing the song, I'm not necessarily singing the song, but if I'm writing a song for somebody else, then content and tone. We've got people like, I know when Get Down came out, a lot of people were thinking it was an international artist. It's not. I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot of international artists, but so again, influence in terms of the tone, influence how I'm now projecting and how I'm singing, you know.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that I could possibly work on as to influence people, would definitely be the tone and the content. Yeah.
Now, for anybody guys who's looking at you and like, yo, this is young inspired, like, how do you do it? Like, what's your motivation? What's your drive? What's your like? What advice would you give out there to someone who's like, okay, none is gonna now, or at least I wanna drive or push it? How did you do it?
I think I'm still learning this game as well. You know, with every door that you knock on, some people will like you, some people will know you, some people will think, yeah, you did a very nice song, you're a very talented vocalist, you know. But nobody really wants to invest, you know.
Yeah.
Or if they do invest, then they need to get something back. Yeah. So one thing that I'm learning is you need to invest yourself. So many times we knock on all these doors and we're expecting to make an investment when we're not willing to invest.
Okay.
So I'm learning, which is very important for any up and coming artist, to literally take that step and that leap of faith to invest themselves. When I need to invest themselves, I'm literally saying, you wake up every morning, you're having a bad morning, you know, with your finances are not good, hell, I just quit my job, you know. So this music thing is my job.
Sure.
So if I don't get gigs, if I don't go out and hustle, I'm not getting an income.
Sure.
Imagine, I'm not net, I have to invest myself. Whether it be we are pan. So it's literally waking up every morning, self-motivating. Sometimes you're not gonna feed off people. You gotta feed yourself. So you need to invest yourself from emotionally, spiritually, yonke. If it means
Yeah.
but you need to learn the art and the skill of investing yourself before expecting others to invest in you. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm also challenged with right now and that I need.
So, because basically the hustle doesn't care if you're in a bad mood or you are hungry.
And get up on the mouth of meet abantu for up and coming artists as well, like myself. Mawuzo mangihlangana nabantu manje uyabonisa abantu ukuthi situation ira, you know,
like
it doesn't really, nobody's really gonna wanna invest
Sure.
themselves or invest their finances or invest anything towards you because you're already showing them your weakness. So another thing, you never show your weakness. Like let it be into yako, you know.
Yeah.
Let it be into yako. We all have struggles, but the next person doesn't have to know that. So yeah, invest in one. Ulambile, uhambile Nando.
Yeah.
Ube nale meeting.
Sure.
And but yabo, you invested yourself and you went 155%. Even when you don't feel like it.
Any last words?
Hey, yo guys, you can follow me. I'm just gonna share my handles on Instagram. At IamBusiN_SA. That's same for Twitter. I've got a Facebook page, BUSI N, and the N is Ngwenya, guys. It's not N. You know, like I get this all the time. People calling me up and say like BUSI N. I'm like, no, it's BUSI N. And for Ngwenya. So yeah, it's at IamBusiN_SA on Twitter and Instagram. Got a page, it's BUSI N, and yeah, my Facebook, unfortunately, it's boom. SoundCloud, it's BUSI N as well. So yeah, okay, one last thing. Can I?
Yeah.
I'm taking over.
No, you can.
Yeah, one last thing. There's a whole lot of stuff that I'm working on this year in terms of branding myself as well. I've also come out with my own clothing line.
Okay.
So I've got nice little dresses for the ladies. I've got t-shirts as well. That's just another way for me to brand myself outside of Mshega, because I'm not feeling people think we're sins. They guys, you're not related. This is my boy. So yeah. I just want to share with you. I'm going to be going a whole lot more into branding, clothing, and just the art as a whole. So that's something to look forward to.
The merchandise are
you can inbox me, you can DM me, you can find me on my Insta handles and Twitter handles and Facebook and all of that, and I'm ready to deliver. I'll even drive to you. Hell, we'll even take a selfie.
Okay, I'm going to order every week.
Stalamanch.
No, Stalamanch.
Okay, cool. Stalamanch.
No, man, thanks for we always like trying to inspire people now and trying to bring out abantu who are inspiring people. So thanks for giving us your time.
I think maybe we can have this. Let's give ourselves a term for maybe maybe in the next 9 months you're gonna have me here and we're gonna be talking about something completely different. Maybe I might have a farmer, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yeah,
and then we can actually see this, you know,
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me.
No, thanks. From your boy, till that, BUSI N, we out.
Cause if in life, if I not let die, just send for nip up. I'ma turn my life around through this hustle. And always everything I pray to God to bless my hustle. Oh yeah.